Okay, you're good.
Could you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, are we ready to start?
Yes, you can go ahead and start.
Okay. So good morning. I'm JD Radakovich, Vice Chairman of the Environmental Control. Chairman Shane True is not available today and has asked me to chair the meeting in his absence. I will also be acting as the hearing officer for all the rulemaking hearings scheduled for today. This meeting is being held virtually via video conference. It is 9 a.m. on 9:02 a.m. on November 18th, 2025. Present today are council members Marjorie Badesum, Bill Stafford, Steve Lenz, and Ryan Green. Council member Stan Blake will not be attending today and is excused. Also present are council staff Kelly Duran and Joe Girardin and EQC legal counsel Ryan Shellhouse. First on today's agenda is approval of meeting minutes from December 18th, 2024, February 2nd, 2025, and March 19th, 2025. June 11th, the council has had an opportunity to review the draft minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from December 18th, February 2nd, March 19th, and June 11th?
So moved.
Is that Bill?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Motion carries. The minutes will be signed and uploaded to the EQC website. The next item on the agenda is docket number 25-4102, a rulemaking hearing for proposed changes from the Land Quality Division. We are going to record going on the record in docket number 25-4102 LQD non-coal chapter 6. My name is JD Radakovich and I will be acting as a hearing officer in this matter. Today is November 18th, 2025. The time is 9:04. Present today are council members Steve Lenz, Marjorie Badesum, Ryan Green, and William Stafford. Also present are council staff Kelly Duran and Joe Girardin, and EQC legal counsel Ryan Shellhouse. This is a proposed rulemaking package revising LQD non-coal chapter 6 financial assurance. I understand the department would like to make a presentation. Please state your names for the record and proceed when you are ready.
Good morning, Vice Chairman Radakovich and council members. My name for the record is Craig Haltz, and I'm with the Land Quality Division here in the Cheyenne office. I'm a natural resource program principal and primarily coordinate the rulemaking process for LQD. First, I would like to thank the council for scheduling this rulemaking so quickly after our September meeting. It's very much appreciated. And today I'll be presenting the division's proposed revisions to non-coal chapter 6, titled Financial Assurance. Non-coal chapter 6 was last revised on April 26, 2023. During that rulemaking, the LQD added another acceptable bonding instrument called the Voluntary Irrevocable Assigned Trust to the chapter. Today's revisions were drafted in response to House Bill 41, and House Bill 41 was passed during the 2025 legislative session and allows the LQD to accept irrevocable letters of credit issued by credit unions organized to do business in the United States. And it also clarified the institutions responsible for ensuring letters of credit issued by banks and credit unions. Previously, the LQD could only accept letters of credit issued by banks. The LQD presented the proposed rules to the advisory board at a meeting held on June 19th, 2025. And we received one comment during the comment period on the proposed rules. That was from Go West Credit Union Association, and they were in support of the rule revisions. The advisory board voted unanimously to allow the rules to proceed to formal rulemaking before the EQC at the June meeting. The LQD then sought approval from the Attorney General and Governor's Office to present the rules to the EQC prior to requesting this hearing date. Permission was granted on July 29th and August 7th, 2025, respectively. The LQD filed a notice of intent to adopt the rules with the Wyoming Secretary of State on September 22nd, 2025, and published a notice of the proposed rulemaking to Casper Star Tribune on September 23rd, 2025. Electronic notice was also given through the LQD's Gov delivery system at that time. And a minimum 45-day public comment period was initiated beginning September 24th and ending on the close of business November 10th, 2025. The LQD did not receive any comments on the proposed revisions during the comment period. The revisions to Non-Coal Chapter 6 include 4 main changes. Number 1, the list of acceptable financial instruments for reclamation bonds was updated to include irrevocable letters of credit. This change was necessary even without the legislative changes, since for some reason it hadn't been added to the list of acceptable instruments previously. And then number 2, a reference to credit unions was added throughout Section 3 of Chapter 6, which discusses the specific requirements applicable to irrevocable letters of credit. Prior to the revisions, the LQD allowed banks only to issue letters of credit. The third change is a specific example of a bank or credit card incapacity to honor a letter of credit. This was added to Chapter 6, Section 3A, Romanet 5, subsection C. This revision was added at the direction of the Attorney General's office. And the fourth major change was that the institutions responsible for ensuring letters of credit issued by banks and credit unions was clarified. Bank issued letters of credit are insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, while those issued by credit unions are insured by the National Credit Union Administration. So that's the rule package in a nutshell, and I'd be happy to discuss any specific changes to Non-Coal Chapter 6 or answer any questions the council may have.
I think you're muted, JD.
Sorry about that. Thanks, Craig, and thank you for your presentation. I will now open it up to questions by the council. Does any council member have any questions for the department on the proposed changes? Hearing officer recognizes Marjorie Bedessen.
Thanks. I feel like the rule package was very targeted and straightforward. So I don't really have any questions on it. But what I do have is just one comment correction. And that is with respect to the SOPR. The statement of principal reasons, the heading, for some reason, I don't know if it was converted to a PDF or what exactly happened, but if you pull up the SOPR, the word land from land quality is in the completely wrong place. So that it doesn't make any sense in the top of the SOPR. So
Thank you.
yeah, so if you could just fix that, then your package will be beautiful. So thank you.
Good catch, Marjorie. Any other questions from the council? Seeing none, I'm going to ask if there's anyone from the public who wishes to comment in support of the proposed changes. Hearing none, anyone from the public who wishes to comment in opposition to the proposed changes? Hearing none, anyone from the public who wishes to make a neutral comment or any other comment of the proposed changes? I will now close the hearing. I want to thank everyone, especially Craig, who spoke today. Council appreciates all your input and the time spent attending this meeting to bring your comments forward. Yeah, for the information presented for the council to review and consider the proposed changes. Thank you very much. I will now ask a motion to approve revisions to the Land Quality Division Non-Coal Chapter 6 as proposed by the department.
I make a motion to approve the Land Quality Division Non-Coal Chapter 6 as proposed.
That's a first. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Steve, thank you. It is moved and seconded that we approve the proposed revisions. Is there any discussion on it? Hearing none, I will now call a roll call vote on the motion to approve proposed revisions to LQD Non-Coal Chapter 6. So this will be a roll call vote. Council Member Bedesson.
Aye.
Council Member Lenz.
Aye.
Council Member Green.
Aye.
Council Member Stafford.
Aye.
And I vote aye as well. Ayes have it and motion carried. An order will be entered. Thank you much for your time. Okay, moving on the agenda is docket number 254103, another rulemaking hearing from the Land Quality Division. We are now going on the record in docket number 25-4103, LQD Source Material Program, chapters 1 through 9. My name is J.D. Radakovich, and I will be acting as a hearing officer in this matter. Today is November 18th, 2025. The time is 9:15 a.m. Present today are Council members Steve Lenz, Marjorie Bedesson, Ryan Green, William Stafford. Also present are council staff Kelly Duran and Joe Girardin, and EQC legal counsel Ryan Shellhouse. This is a proposed rulemaking package revising LQD source material program chapters 1 through 9. I understand the department would like to make a presentation. Please state your names for the record and proceed when you are ready.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman and council members. My name is Brandy O'Brien. I am the administrator for the Land Quality Division, and I will be presenting to you our proposed rule changes for our source material program. Just a little bit of background, the source material program started through House Bill 61 in February of 2023, where the Land Quality Division was charged with amending our agreement with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to include authority over source material recovered source material being uranium or thorium in certain concentrations, that being recovered from any mining or milling processes where you're not trying to get the uranium. So it's a byproduct or a side stream. We started the process back or after February 2023 to set up our program. We went through amending our statutes. We created rules for the program. We've created procedures, policies, guidance, all of that. We're at the tail end of this process now. We have staff members for this program. We submitted our final application to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission back in August of 2025 with the rules as you see now, as they are proposed now. When we sent in our draft application to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, they gave us a few additional comments on our rules and the rest of our application, which includes the guidance, policies, procedures, all of that. And so this is just a final cleanup item, things that they had not caught in the first passing of our rules. We have 9 chapters for the source material program. They were originally approved by the Secretary of State or filed with the Secretary of State on January 3rd, 2025. We ended up receiving comments from the NRC January 10th, 2025. So we immediately needed to, we had a good 7 days of those rules being sufficient. So we're going through this rulemaking change to do some minor cleanup. The majority of the changes were making corrections to our incorporation by reference. With some of the changes that we had made from the previous NRC comments, just a few of those had gotten muddled. While we were in there making changes, we did find some grammatical corrections and some formatting corrections to make as well. And you can see in the statement of proposed revisions, we summarize here for each chapter what the corrections were made. I would be happy to walk through those if the council would find that helpful. But those changes were based off of what the Nuclear Regulatory Commission had commented on, as well as just minor cleanup items. So I guess these rules as proposed have been reviewed by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. They do not have any comments. They feel that this is sufficient. The advisory board did look at the rules and they voted to proceed to formal rulemaking June 19th, 2025. And just with our rules, in our final application, we have them as proposed. So if any changes are made to these rules, we'll have to amend our final application with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. So that is all I have, unless the council would like me to go through change by change on the rules.
I guess I'll leave that up to the council and probably be addressed if we have any questions. So I'll open it up to the council. Does the council member have any questions for the department regarding these proposed changes? The hearing officer recognizes Marjorie Badessam.
I don't need to see the line by line changes other than what we got to review in the red line. Thought it was compliment you on a very clear and straightforward package. The only comment I have is to please make that change in the SOPR that has the same issue with land in the heading, and that's it. So thank you.
Anyone else from the council? Okay. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to comment in support of the proposed changes? Is there anyone from the public who wishes to comment in opposition to the proposed changes? Is there anyone from the public who wishes to make a neutral comment or any other comment of the proposed changes? I will now close the hearing. So I want to thank everybody who spoke today, mostly Brandy. The council appreciates all of your input and the time spent to attend the meeting. I and for the rest of the department, preparing the information for the council review as we consider these proposed changes. Thank you very much for your time and your team and your efforts. I will now make a motion to approve revisions to the Land Quality Division Source Material Program, chapters 1 through 9, as proposed by the department.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Will we approve the proposed revisions? Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry. Who was the second?
Bill,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Is there any discussion of the proposed changes? Okay, I will now call a roll call vote on the motion to approve proposed revisions to LQD Source Material Program chapters 1 through 9. Council Member Bedessem,
Aye.
Council Member Lenz,
Aye.
Council Member Green,
I vote aye.
all right, Council Member Stafford.
Aye.
I vote aye as well. The ayes have it, the motion carried. The order will be entered. Now I do have one other item here. As part of a late change to the agenda, can y'all still see me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. There's a notification in docket 24-3601. The parties filed a joint stipulated motion to dismiss this matter on November 14th. I will note for the record that notice of this motion has been forwarded to the council and that the council will enter an order to dismiss the case. But I don't think that's happening at this time, is it, Kelly?
No, just notice to the council, the order will be entered, and it'll go out for signature
Okay.
probably here today.
All right. So the next item on the agenda was set, we're going to have a lengthy recess